What if I told you that regular people with no editing experience, no camera confidence, no fancy equipment, are crossing 1 million views using a formula so simple it feels almost unfair? A formula that doesn't rely on luck, doesn't require a following, and doesn't demand endless content either. And the wildest part, most creators still have no idea it exists. Today, I'm breaking down the exact formula beginners are using to explode their channels, grow audiences from zero, and turn a basic idea into millions of views without burning out, without guessing, and without spending money. This is the blueprint, the cheat code, the behind-the-scenes strategy that actually works right now. Welcome to Passive Income Pro. The real reason most beginners fail, here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Most beginners fail not because their content is bad, but because they never learn how attention actually works on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. They are posting blind. They're guessing. They're hoping one day the algorithm blesses them. But hoping isn't a strategy. Attention online is predictable. Not guaranteed, but predictable. It follows patterns, emotional triggers, and psychological hook that humans have responded to for thousands of years. It's not randomness, it's behavior. Beginners fail because they focus on content first. What camera to buy, what topic to talk about, what thumbnail to make when they should be focusing on human response first. Once you understand why someone stops scrolling, why they watch longer, why they share, everything becomes easier. The simple formula I'm about to show you works because it reverse engineers human response. It doesn't matter if you're shy, if you're new, or if you're struggling to grow. Once you follow this structure, you're aligning your videos with how viewers already behave. This is why beginners using this formula are jumping to 1 million views faster than creators who've been posting for years. It's not magic. It's psychology turned into strategy. The one sentence that determines if your video dies or blows up. Every viral video starts with one sentence. Not the title, not the thumbnail, not the first shot. It's the opening intent sentence. This is the invisible line that shapes everything that comes after. It answers one question: what transformation will the viewer get in? The next 30 to 60 seconds, people don't watch for information. They watch for transformation. When beginners figure this out, their content suddenly stops blending into the noise. Instead, every video becomes sharp, focused, and built around one clear promise. Examples of strong intent. I'm going to show you how I doubled my income with one habit. Here's the trick restaurants use to make you spend more. Watch what happens when I try the world's simplest cooking method. When you write a strong intent sentence before filming anything, your video becomes clear, tight, and engaging from start to finish. You're not rambling. You're not lost. You're moving the viewer forward. This single sentence is why beginners using the formula are winning. Their videos feel purposeful, even if they're new. And purposeful videos keep people watching. The scrolling break. Why your first 3 seconds matter more than your entire script. You have 3 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. 3 seconds to trigger curiosity, surprise, confusion, or emotion. The simple formula teaches beginners to do one thing in those critical 3 seconds. Start with tension, not context. Don't introduce yourself. Don't say, in today's video, don't warm up. Drop the viewer into the middle of action, conflict, or revelation. Examples of strong tension openers. Most people don't know this, but here's the biggest mistake I made today. I literally just discovered something insane. Stop scrolling. You need to see this. These openers cut straight through the noise. They force the viewer's brain to pause. Humans can't. Ignore unresolved tension. It's built into us. Beginners who start using tension openers immediately see watch time jump, which is the core driver of viral reach. If people stay, the algorithm pushes. If they bounce, the algorithm buries you. The scroll-breaking opener is what separates million view potential from content that never gets seen. And it's easy. Anyone can do it. The simple story arc every viral video follows. Here's the formula that is blowing up beginner channels. Hook to reveal to value to payoff to loop. It's clean, it's short, it's powerful. Let's break it down. Hook. This is your tension opener that grabs attention instantly. Reveal. State the intent sentence clearly. Tell the viewer exactly what transformation they'll get. Value. Deliver your core point in the simplest possible way. One idea, one message, no fluff. Payoff. Give the viewer something unexpected, a twist, a punchline, a step-by-step tip, a mindset shift, or a moment of realization. Loop. End with a curiosity gap that makes them watch another video. This structure isn't random. It's what the human brain responds to. The formula works because it moves the viewer smoothly from curiosity to reward without losing momentum. When beginners follow this arc, their videos suddenly feel professional, even when they're recording on a phone in their bedroom. This is how 1 million view videos are being produced by people who've been creating for less than a week. The single emotion rule. No one talks about. Beginners tend to cram too many ideas into each video. They talk about 5 tips, 3 lessons, or a whole story when viewers can only process one emotional direction at a time. Every viral video online revolves around one dominant emotion: curiosity, surprise, inspiration, relatability, humor, anger, or urgency. When beginners stick to one emotional driver, their videos become addictive. They become shareable. They hit that "I need to show this to someone" level. If a viewer feels something strong, they don't just watch, they interact. And the algorithm loves interaction. The simple formula doesn't just teach you what to say. It teaches you what to make the viewer feel. Once you master emotional direction, hitting 1 million views becomes surprisingly realistic, even for beginners. Why shorter doesn't mean easier. Most beginners think short-form content is easy because it's fast. What they don't understand is that shorter content is actually much harder. Here's why. When you have only 30 seconds, every second matters. Every pause, every word, every transition. Beginners using the simple formula understand the rule that changes everything. Cut until only the transformation remains. You're not trimming your story. You're trimming the things that stop people from watching. This is the editing mindset that creates viral retention. And retention is the true engine behind 1 million views. You don't need followers. You don't need luck. You just need to keep strangers watching. Short content is not about recording less. It's about removing everything that weakens the impact. This razor-sharp mindset is what lets new creators compete with professionals on day one. The pattern break method, keeping viewers watching longer. Humans tune out anything predictable. If your video feels linear or repetitive, viewers subconsciously drift away. This is where pattern breaks come in. A pattern break is a small shift in pace, tone, direction, or pressure that wakes the viewer's brain back up. Beginners using the formula add quick pattern breaks like a sudden question, a surprising statement, a pause, a change in angle, a rapid perspective shift, a dramatic micro-story. It doesn't take editing skills. It doesn't take equipment. It takes awareness. Pattern breaks reset attention, which keeps watch time high. High watch time leads to high reach. High reach leads to virality. This is why even beginner channels with zero experience are suddenly producing videos that hold viewers for 95% of the duration. And platforms reward that aggressively. Why most people never post enough to succeed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't go viral because they quit before the formula has a chance to work. They post 3 videos, or 5, maybe 10, then they stop. What they don't realize is that beginners hitting 1 million views aren't winning because of luck. They're winning because of iteration. Every video reveals something. One reveals a better hook. One reveals a stronger payoff. One reveals an emotional angle that worked. One reveals a dead pattern you should avoid. One reveals your natural storytelling voice. Most creators don't give themselves the chance to learn, but beginners using this formula post more because it's simple, fast, and structured. They don't get overwhelmed. They don't burn out. They don't freeze trying to be perfect. They simply followed the blueprint. And when you create consistently with a proven structure, hitting 1 million views shifts from unlikely to expected. Why this formula works? Even if you think you're not interesting, a lot of beginners think they need personality. They think they need charisma, humor, or a certain type of energy. But virality has nothing to do with who you are. It has everything to do with what you provide emotionally. Even the quietest, shyest beginners are going viral because the formula gives them structure. The intent sentence gives them clarity. The emotional angle gives the viewer a reason to stay. The pattern breaks keep attention high. The payoff creates satisfaction. The curiosity loop sends viewers into the next video. You don't need to be interesting. You just need to make the viewer feel interested. The formula does that for you. This is why complete beginners, people who have never posted before, are hitting massive numbers in record time. It's not personality, it's structure, it's psychology, it's execution. The choice that changes everything right now. Someone with less talent, less confidence, less knowledge, and less experience than you is getting more views. Not because they're better, but because they're using a better system. The simple formula works for beginners because it removes the guesswork. It turns creativity into a repeatable process. It turns anxiety into clarity. And it turns videos into momentum. If you want your content to hit 1 million views, if you want the algorithm to finally notice you, if you want to grow a brand, an audience, or a passive income stream, start using the formula today. Because the only difference between a creator who dreams of going viral and a creator who actually does it is the willingness to start. This is Passive Income Pro, and your journey to 1 million views begins the moment you hit post.